Hey everybody, thanks for joining me on Adventures with Neels, where I have fixed kind of my focus on MCAS and POTS, MCAS, Mast Cell Activation Syndrome, and POTS, posterior orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. You'll have to look those up. I can't go through that every time that I talk about what's going on, so please do look those up. I took a turn for the worse. That's why I didn't post. I was going to try to post once weekly. I went back 2 years to where it was at my absolute worst when I made my first video about what was going on with me. It was to the point I couldn't eat anything at all every single night. I was having major panic attacks all night long, couldn't sleep, food induced, stress induced, don't know, but it was every time that I slept at night, I was getting maybe 2 hours of sleep maximum. It just got so bad again. And I thought, oh no, I just couldn't believe it because I had come so far to go back to square one. But that is the effects that stress will have on your life. I have some stuff going on in my personal life, learning how to manage that. And so what happened was I was to the point where I couldn't eat anything anymore during the day, nothing. No matter what I took, it wouldn't counteract it. And it was to the point where even when I was drinking just plain old water, it was so bad. I was getting just such panic attacks and such extreme low energy. I literally couldn't function. I was having to cry in between every phone call at work. Thank God I work from home because it had gotten so bad. Now, this is not normal for me. I never miss work for this ever. I need to state that. I am a power horse and I work through everything. So I was still working and all of that. But it was bad, so bad. I called my mom, my best friend, and I just said, I need your prayer right now. She prayed with me. And then I had reached out to all my prayer friends. I just said, I need help. I'm just really bad again. Through their prayers, that helped me get through that day. I know that 1,000%. And then I just prayed to God. I knew I couldn't eat anything, so I was going to have to fast. And so I completely fasted. I did that for 3 days. And I was just able to sleep at night once my body was able to clear things up. After that first night was a little sketchy, but then by night 2 and night 3, I was sleeping again. And I was just doing water. But what I discovered on that first day when things were really bad, I was just praying like, God, show me the answer to why am I so bad? You know, besides the stress, I get it. And what he told me was to check my drinking bottle. And I was just shocked. I didn't even know what that would mean. And when I pulled it out, my straw had black mold on the inside of it growing. I didn't think that could even happen because I only drink water out of there. It's my BPA-free plastic bottle. And I was just shocked. And I just went, oh my gosh, I drink out of this every day. I could see why I was just getting worse and worse. It was a factor to it. I'm not going to say that was the whole entire thing, but be really careful. If you don't have a straw that can detach from your thing, this I'm just going to throw away. I kept it only just because to show y'all. But if that doesn't detach and you don't have a straw cleaner for that, you should be cleaning it regularly. If not, just get a bottle where you drink out of it. But just make sure that you're washing that out. And I think that happened because I add my minerals to the water for the pots. That's all that I can guess is why that would do that. After fasting for the 3 days and I had my teeth pulled, it was a rough recovery. So it's just, I haven't had even the energy to think about coming in front of a camera to talk to you. So apologies for that. But I do have to say that the 3-day fast of just water cleared everything up and I feel like a new person. I have like no symptoms at all whatsoever. Since the fast, I feel like a brand new person, and you should really be under a doctor's supervision if you're going to do that. I was going to go for a 21-day complete clearing fast of just water, but by the 3rd day, I started getting the shakes. So I couldn't go any further, and I know, being in the medical field, that you have to listen to your body. So when I got to the point where I started getting the shakes, I knew that I needed to start to eat something again. I'm just thrilled to say that after 3 days, that has cleared up. So like everything, like I just don't have any symptoms at all for anything that I eat. It's incredible. Now, I am not trying to eat super high histamine things. I'm still being very aware of that. Things that would cause me to react before just are not. And I learned something really cool, and I'm going to make a new video about it. It is for the panic attacks again, because I found out something absolutely amazing and breakthrough for me, and I just can't wait to share it with you. So this is where I'm at. I ended up back to square one. I ended up doing fasting, which worked for me. I cannot tell you what to do. I'm not a doctor, but that worked for me. It cleared out my system, allowed everything in my body to just rest. And I was able to get back to, I'm living a great life. I went kayaking the other day for the first time this year. I've been out walking. I haven't had any symptoms, any troubles with that. The other day, I did have some, I don't drink coffee anymore. I cut that out. That is one thing that I did. I cut my coffee out every morning, and I just do a green tea, which is a little bit higher in histamines, the green tea, but because I cleared out my whole entire system, it's able to handle that, and way better than coffee. But I did notice that when I do drink my coffee, I will have trouble going up the stairs. I feel like, oh my gosh, like this is so difficult. And so that's one of the things that when you put high histamine things in your body, it will challenge you. If you go up hills or things like that, you feel like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. Am I going to have a heart attack? No, it's your MCAS. I mean, I can't say that you're not going to have a heart attack, but if you're dealing with the stuff that I'm dealing with, if you have a doctor that you can talk to and go through that, I highly recommend doing a 3-day, just let your body breathe and recuperate and get back to just being more normal. I've been doing intermittent fasting since then. So when I don't eat after either 6 or 7 o'clock, and then I don't eat until maybe 10:30, 11 or 11:30. Just depends on work and stuff like that. I don't have anything, no coffee, because I always use grass-fed butter in my coffee. That's how I do butter coffee. So that would break the fast. So I just do the green tea, and that's it. And that doesn't break my fast. And that has helped me so much. So I just wanted to share how bad things got for me with all of the stress, but now I'm on the uphill, and I hope that that will work for you. If you're able to do the fasting, highly recommend it. If you can't do that, try the intermittent fasting, where you stop eating at 6 o'clock and then go. But if you can do that complete fasting, I highly recommend that. But stop, listen to your body. Whenever it says, warning, warning, of course you're going to have hunger pains, that's normal, but you just get through that. You just drink water with minerals in it. That's all that you do. And go as long as you can. Give your body that time to rest and recuperate, and then get back on just eating low histamine foods, whatever you can try and handle. I started out with soup. It was a canned soup, which it was chicken noodle soup, which would probably be high in histamines, and I did just fine with it. So I just want to share that there's hope for you. There's hope. There is another side of this. Even when things get bad, you've got to keep speaking positive to yourself too. That's the other thing. The whole time through it, I kept saying, I'm going to get better. I'm going to overcome this. This too shall pass. This is just a fleeting thing. This is a slight setback, but I am an overcomer. Speak positive to yourself. If you fall down into the depression and the sadness and the, oh my gosh, my life will never, if you just feed negativity into it, you're not going to get anything back. Nothing positive can come out of that. You just have to speak those positive things. Speak it as though it were, even though it is not yet. That's my best advice for you. I love you all. Thank you so much. There's hope for you. I'm praying for each and every one of you, and we'll see you in the next video.